Tell me a little bit about what the dynamic has been in terms of, for you, being a leadoff hitter, in terms of going through what you need to do in a certain situation or whatnot.
It's interesting. A lot of people forget that I've led off most of my career. Probably more than half of my at-bats have been in the leadoff spot. At the same time, you're really only in that spot one time over the course of the game. Everything else is going to dictate what you need to do when your time comes up to hit. If there's guys on base, you got to try to find a way to move them around. If not, you got to try to find a way to get on. That's the same thing starting off the game. Obviously, there's situations that are going to dictate if I'm going to be a little more patient or a little more aggressive. But other than that, I'm still trying to do just like everybody else. Get a pitch and drive it.
When there's these situations where it calls for a home run compared to a situation where you need to get on base, does that change your mindset at all in terms of what you need to do?
Not necessarily, because for me personally, I'm not a guy that can go up there and say, hey, I want to drive the ball out of the ballpark this time, or let's do that. I've never had success doing that. At the same time, I want to stay and look for pitches that I can hopefully drive, and if I get it, make the swing that I want to, now the potential for that ball to drive out of the ballpark increases. But if I go up there saying I got to get a home run here or do something big, it's not going to work out too good for me.
And I guess next part would be you're having your best season as a Met right now. Is there anything in particular that you've done, whether it be in the offseason, obviously the addition of Kevin Long, who you worked with the Yankees, has that helped you at all in terms of setting in with the Mets?
Obviously, you get a chance to get with somebody that knows you a little bit like Kevin Long does, having me for 4 years over with the New York Yankees. Definitely is going to benefit. There's also other things like getting a chance to play for a second season, looking at things that didn't necessarily go as well as you wanted to last year, trying to find ways to make things go the way you want to, and just adjusting and battling day in and day out every time you take the bat.
And lastly, obviously the Mets are on pace right now to make the playoffs. What is going through your mind along with the rest of the team to make this final month really count for you guys to push you into the postseason?
Take advantage of what we can and focus on the opportunity in front of us. Right now we got the team that we're playing against. That's the only team that we can focus on. We can't worry about anybody else or what anyone else is doing. Obviously people are going to let us know, but the team that's on that field wearing the opposite jersey of us, that's the most important team at that time.